We live in a world obsessed with being liked on social media, at work, even among friends. But here's the painful truth. The more you chase being liked, the more invisible you become. People swap boldness for approval, soften their edges, and become a bland version of themselves. You smile at the right moment, laugh at the right joke, curate a persona that collects hearts, but inside it feels hollow. Scrolling feeds full of validation becomes a quiet prison, each like a tiny permission slip saying you're acceptable. For now, you learn to avoid conflict, to smooth over disagreements, to say yes when your gut says no. And slowly the world begins to notice less of who you really are. Machiavelli knew this well. Popularity is fragile. Respect is durable. Respect asks more of you, asks you to stand where others will not, to hold boundaries they will test. It doesn't pretend to comfort everyone. It commands seriousness. When you stop seeking to be liked, you stop asking for permission to exist. You reclaim your presence, and people start paying attention, not because they love you, but because they can't ignore you. This is the quiet, fierce truth. People who crave to be liked live in quiet chains. They shapeshift to fit in, nod along when they disagree, and swallow words that could change the room. Every action becomes a performance for approval. Will they like this? Will they still think I'm nice? And without realizing it, they hand over control of their self-worth to everyone else. Conflict becomes terrifying. Honesty feels dangerous. And truth starts to taste bitter on the tongue. In a world where everyone is desperate to be approved of, standing firm becomes an act of rebellion. You silence your opinions to keep the peace. You tolerate disrespect just to avoid tension. And slowly you fade into the background of your own life. You become the person who agrees, who pleases, who never disturbs the surface, and yet deep down, there's this ache, this quiet voice whispering, "What about me?" Being liked feels safe, but that safety has a price: your power, your authenticity, your voice. And here's the hard truth. Comfort is where power dies. Growth never lives in approval. It's born in resistance, in the courage to be disliked, and in the strength to stand tall even when you stand alone. Niccolò Machiavelli, the name alone often stirs unease. Many label him as manipulative or even evil, but that's because few truly understand him. He wasn't preaching cruelty, he was exposing reality. Machiavelli looked at human nature without filters, without wishful thinking, and said what most people are too afraid to admit. People admire kindness, yes, but they obey strength. Love feels good, but it's fragile. It disappears when times get hard, when comfort vanishes, when your decisions no longer serve others. But respect survives even when love does not. It endures through conflict, through distance, even through dislike. Think about the leaders, the bosses, or even the teachers who left a lasting mark on your life. Maybe you didn't always like them. Maybe they were strict, demanding, unyielding, but you respected them because they stood for something solid, something that didn't bend to please the crowd. Machiavelli understood this timeless truth. To lead, to influence, to truly matter, you can't live for approval. Respect is not built on smiles and sweet words. It's built on strength, boundaries, and unwavering principles. Because in the end, respect is born not from pleasing others, but from living by principles that cannot be bent. The moment you stop explaining yourself, people begin to notice. The moment you say no, they start to respect you. Boundaries have a strange power, quiet, almost invisible, yet deeply unsettling to those who once took advantage of your silence. Machiavelli called this kind of power dark, not because it's cruel, but because it's clear. It strips away illusions. It tells the world, I know my worth and I won't trade it for comfort. That clarity unnerves people who expect your compliance. It forces them to see you differently, not as someone to persuade, but as someone to reckon with. Imagine the lion and the fox, the lion, bold and feared, the fox, cunning and strategic. Machiavelli believed true power was a balance between the two: strength that commands respect and wisdom that knows when to act and when to stay silent. Boundaries are that balance. They don't require rage or arrogance, just calm certainty. Because real power isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. It's the courage to disappoint others without losing your center. When you can do that, when you no longer need approval to feel worthy, you become untouchable, steady, and deeply respected. So how do you earn real respect in today's world? A world that rewards noise, attention, and constant availability. The answer is to do the opposite. Speak less but mean every word. When you stop filling silence with explanations and start letting your words carry purpose, people begin to lean in. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates respect. Not everyone needs to know what you think or feel. Your restraint becomes power. Next, don't be available to everyone. The more accessible you are, the less people value your time. Guard your attention like it's gold, because it is. When you choose where to invest your energy, you teach the world how to treat you. Then make decisions without apology. Confidence doesn't shout, it simply moves forward. When you stop over-explaining, you communicate certainty, and certainty draws respect faster than charm ever will. Stand firm in your principles, even when they make others uncomfortable. That's where true respect is born, not in agreeing with everyone, but in standing for something when it's easier to stay quiet. And finally, control your emotions in public. Power is quiet, panic is loud. Watch how people's energy shifts when someone stays calm in chaos. It's magnetic, it's unshakable. Imagine someone walking away from an argument while everyone else loses their cool. That calmness speaks louder than 1,000 words. Because respect isn't earned by demanding it. It's earned by demonstrating it through discipline, self-control, and unwavering composure. In a world of noise, stillness becomes strength. And when you live this way, when your presence commands peace instead of noise, people don't just notice you, they remember you. Respect doesn't come from being cold, it comes from being complete. It's not about shutting the world out, it's about no longer needing it to validate who you are. When you stop chasing approval, something changes in your energy. People can feel it, that quiet confidence, that steady self-assurance that doesn't need to prove itself. You walk differently, you speak differently, and the world begins to treat you differently. Machiavelli's message was never to be heartless. It was to be wise in a heartless world. He understood that kindness without strength is easily broken, and power without wisdom is easily lost. The balance lies in knowing yourself so deeply that the opinions of others lose their grip on your worth. When you stop begging to be liked, you start being truly seen. You stop performing and start living. You stop pleasing and start leading. And that's the transformation from needing the world's acceptance to earning its respect. In that shift, life feels lighter, calmer, and more real. Because once you stand in your own truth, you don't have to shout to be heard. Your presence speaks for you, clear, grounded, and impossible to ignore. You don't need everyone to like you. You need yourself to respect you. Because once you master that, the world follows. When you build your life on respect, not approval, you stop bending for others and start standing for yourself. You stop chasing temporary validation and begin creating lasting value. Respect isn't something you demand, it's something you earn by being consistent, disciplined, and true to your principles. People might not always agree with you, but they'll always remember how you carried yourself. That's the quiet strength of those who lead instead of follow the strength Machiavelli understood so well. You become someone whose presence speaks louder than their words, someone who doesn't need attention to hold power. So stop worrying about who likes you. Start focusing on whether you like the person you become. Because when you respect yourself first, others can't help but do the same. That's the real power, the kind that can't be taken, only recognized. Think deeper, live wiser, pause. And remember, respect isn't given by the crowd, it's created within you. Machiavelli's portrait fades in slowly, and the screen fades to black. You've spent your whole life trying to be liked, but what has it really given you? Think about it. Would you rather be liked by everyone or respected by yourself? That's the real question. Tell me in the comments what matters more to you, being liked or being respected. I want to hear your thoughts. And if this message hits something deep inside you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like the video, drop your opinion below, and subscribe for more thoughts that make you think deeper and live wiser.